everybody, and welcome to Pumpkin's Nail Station. Welcome to my channel, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and hit like and leave a comment if you enjoy this video. Yeah, so if you could do that, and if you're existing, thank you so much. I'm going to pop up 3 comments on the screen now just to give a few people a shout out to show my appreciation to them. So thank you very much for your love and support. So today we've got a cool video for you guys. It's called Cheap as Chips. Myself and Unpolished by Aggie challenged ourselves to go and find a full set of nails for £5 or thereabouts, you know, between £5 and £6 maximum. So here we are. So this is what I managed to get, and I actually paid, because it came to $7, I paid £5 and 2 pence. So I'm going to show you some screenshots of the things that I ordered so we can have a look how much they were. So they're going to come up onto the screen just now. So this one was 77 cents. It's just a little bling accessory type box. The polygel, the base, the top coats and all of that jazz came to $5.14. And then these ones here were 98 cents, and they're just the stiletto dual forms. So the whole thing came to £5 and 2 pence. So I did it. So proud of myself. I think that must include taxes, or it might not. There might be some taxes once you go through to pay now in the UK. I think we get something like 20% tax or something crazy like that, because we're not in the EU. But the actual items, when they went into my AliExpress cart, but that might be what I actually paid, because that's in my received orders. I can't remember, but anyway, it's £5 too. So I think Aggie's got a dip kit, so go and watch hers. I decided to do polygel with dual forms. So we've got these stiletto forms, and we've just got a little bit of accessories to decorate them, and we're just going to go with this. So I'm going to be working on Miss Flexi today, and we've got a base and top coat, which is cool. So let's go. Let's take a look at what this smells like. Oh, it does have a gel whiff to it, if I'm honest. It does smell like one of the cheaper gels, but what did I expect for what I paid for them? I think it was something like 67 pence. I really cheaped out, because I was thinking that, you know, not everybody's fortunate enough to have a lot of money. So, you know, £5 is probably accessible to most people if they saved up for it, to be able to do a set of nails. They might even get a couple of sets if they get a couple of colours like I did. So we'll check out the colours in a moment. I know I bought a glitter one. I can't remember what I got for the other one. I think I bought a plain. Well, I hope I did anyway. So the base coat is going on nice. Doesn't actually feel that bad, but it might be a slightly thinner one, so you could put 2 coats on if you've got like ridges in your nails and it doesn't look that smooth. Or you've got thin nails, putting an extra layer of base coat will just give you that extra layer of protection when you're removing it, not to, you know, damage the natural nail. Sometimes I put 2 coats on when my nails look a little bit brittle and that. So yeah, so I'm just going to cure those for 30 seconds. Let's check out the polygels, because that's what we're going to be using next. So I've taken the tags off a little bit for us to look at. Ooh, this one looks pretty. It's like a clear with like chunky bits in it. I don't know if you can see it. And that's what it's like a clear with like chunky bits in. So that's nice. This one, I'm not sure again what it is, but we've loosened it off. Oh, what have I bought? I bought 2 glitters. I thought this was a plain one. I've just seen that and thought it was plain. But we'll work with it. We'll work with it. We'll see what we can do. And then we've got this, which is just an accessory set. So it's just got some different caviar beads and stuff like that on it, which I thought would work as well. So let's go. So we're just going to size these up. This was only a small pack of these, by the way. Only a small pack, so you don't get a lot. You get like 5 in each one. It was plenty. to do a set. So I'm just going to size these up and then I'm going to come back.
Okay, so what we're doing now is the first part of doing this. So we've applied the base coat and all of that. One thing I want to say before I talk about anything in this video, it was extremely difficult for me to do this. I changed my mind so often. So there's going to be parts in this video where you're going to think, why didn't you show me that? Well, just watch it all the way through, because some things I decided was just a stupid idea. So I didn't bother putting it into the video because, you know, I just made a few errors in this. So it does come together in the end. So just, you know, trust the process is all I can really say. So what I'm doing in these parts here is I'm just adding the polygel to all the jewel forms. You're going to see 3 on here because I cut 2 out that I didn't use because I ended up doing them all the same. So I'm just filling up all the jewel forms just so I can just stick them all on together. I just thought that might be the easiest way around doing this. And this polygel is actually quite nice for the money. It's very cheap, but it's actually a really pretty polygel. So that's all I'm doing here. Ignore the ones that's got the gems and the accessories in them because they don't stay in the set. So I'm just going to let you watch this. It's quite straightforward. I'm just putting the polygel in the forms. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let you watch this, or you can skip it, whatever you like, and I'll meet you back at the next part.
Okay, so now we're going to pop these jewel forms on. So let's go, shall we?
Okay, so all we're doing here is we're applying the jewel forms as you would do onto your nail bed, just pressing it on, making sure that if there's any excess, just wipe it off. I wouldn't press too hard. I would try to make sure if you're doing these in real life, you keep as much as you can, like, you know, in the center of the nail, and then just thin off the tips. So don't press it too hard. You can always file out any excess. So yeah, that's all I'm doing here, and now I'll meet you back at the next part. Just pressing them on and flipping the hand over and just patting the underneath. That's really important, so that you've got a nice, you know, smooth like underneath as well, and always clean around the edges. Just anything that's come out of the form or doesn't look right, clean that up now before you pop it into the lamp. It'll make your life a lot easier.
So you just remove them by popping it to the side. They come off. Same here. Just pop it and it should come off. You pop it to the side. So that's done. And what you would do with these is you would just clean them afterwards and put them back in their bags instead of wasting them. So what we're going to do now is just get some.
Okay, so this is just the file shape and buff stage, so you would just wipe it with some isopropyl alcohol just to clean off any tacky layer, and you would just shape them at this point to how you want them. So you could, you know, you could keep them this length, you could make them shorter, you could turn them into a coffin, you could do whatever you want at this stage. Right, so this is them file shaped and buffed. So what we've done now is I've wiped them over with some alcohol using one of those like nail brush type things off camera, and I'm adding on some top coat now, and we're just going to add some rhinestones that come from a little pot. So that's all we're going to be doing now. Okay, so like I said earlier on, I'm just adding some rhinestones here from the little pot. Just ignore the middle nail because that's going to change in the next clip to something completely different because I just didn't like it. So I take all that off and we put something else on. So I'm just adding the blue rhinestones from the little pot that I got from AliExpress. All the links will be in the description box for everything as well. Okay, so this is where we're changing the middle nail. You've got to remember this was done on a £5 budget as well, so it was difficult, it was a challenge, but I got there in the end. So yeah, you're just going to see the end result in a minute, so I hope you enjoyed it anyway. So all I'm doing here is just adding some top coat to the underneath of the tip, just to make sure it looks nice underneath as well.
Okay, so this is it. It's actually turned out okay. It's not what I intended. I intended for this one to be like an off-white grey, so that would be up here, and then there would be like a glitter French on all the nails. That was my intention. I wanted to do something like, wow, did that really cost a £5? But in all honesty, the polygels themselves are not bad. The base coat was okay, but the top coat I'm not really impressed with. It just feels a bit weird. It doesn't look that glossy. So the base coat was okay. Not the best I've tried, but okay. The polygels were fine. I couldn't really fault them for the price. They was really nice. This one's a really nice colour, and it's number 14 from MSK. Number 13 didn't really. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. That's why I didn't use it. It's like a iridescent polygel, clear. It looks nicer there than what it does actually on a nail. Let me find one. I decided to change it halfway through. I threw it away. Where's it gone? Yeah, so it just, I don't know, I didn't really like it. I didn't really like it at all. Didn't think it would really do anything for this set, and then I went sticking beads in it and all sorts, and it was just a fail. So I wasn't prepared to show you that. So yeah, finally I've got through this, and this is what we've ended up with. So I'm going to stick some pictures up. So that's it. So make sure you go and check out Aggie's video. She's doing a dip set, and I'm sure it's going to be awesome. But you need to remember these costs only, these was only £5 set, so we had to work with what we had. We didn't have any other nail art choices. This was literally it. So we're just doing the best with what we have to hand, and then this is what I've turned up with. So that's the polygel there. I actually think it's really cute. I think it's really nice. Over tips this would look gorgeous, and it does look nice on through dual forms as well. It was pretty clear until I started buffing and got all the dust underneath here. So it was pretty clear. If I pull this out, you can see it's pretty clear. And it did sit nice in a dual form, so the polygel was okay. I wouldn't bother with these, to be honest. I don't think they're that good. I would get a different base and top coat, but the polygel was fine. So that is it.